I can't believe Chidi is trying to scam everyone else by opening a GoFundMe, using others and everyone you can for self-gain while claiming you're a Christian. Now going after the fans? Laughing emoji. Sloppy clown and devil emoji. What an embarrassment. And I'm glad the relationship did not fall through. I would have been used for the rest of my days. My side was love and honesty. His side was lust and money. I could have kept my hands off, and I can. I'm sure he did. He couldn't. That's why he needed his sister. User. Then she continues above by saying, Chidi sucking on your emotions like a parasitic vampire waiting for your donations. Wow, that is one hell of a description. Quick, hurry, ask for the money before they find out that you were lying the entire time and scamming me. I guess the threats of me telling the truth will do that. I hope karma is a BICTH. Thou shalt not lie or deceive or use another for self-gain and or gain. So for self-gain and or gain. Well. I was waiting for Renee to, obviously have her comments regarding the GoFundMe. And it is quite interesting, obviously, what she has to say here. Obviously, she has always kept the same energy throughout the season. And that energy was the fact that she felt that Chidi was corrupted by his sister. But also at the same time, she also kept the same energy where she did believe that he was trying to scam her. Now, of course, on the show, she felt as if he was trying to scam her for the green card. But obviously, I always said, I don't think he's trying to scam for the green card. Maybe it could be something else. And then obviously the GoFundMe then became a thing. And now obviously there is that conversation of, is he scamming people with the GoFundMe? Now, if you haven't seen my previous videos regarding the GoFundMe, I recommend you check them out because they have very, very crucial evidence that I have looked into that tells me that the GoFundMe isn't as genuine as you think. But have a look, check it out, and have your opinion. But with that being said, though, as you know, Renee is not one to just say one thing. She's somebody who has to say multiple things. So this is what she said initially to begin with, and then she went on to her casual, normal rant as she would, because obviously this is what she does. And as you can see down below, she says, producers, cameras, equipment, and all the associated with filming gets me excited. Feel anxious, I'm going places I know I am. Now, I don't know if that's her trying to indicate that maybe she is going to be returning to reality TV, but maybe now on a different show, because it obviously won't be 90 Day Fiancé, but as far as we are concerned, she was fired. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe she'll be back for 90 Day Fiancé. Maybe they have made amends. Maybe they've recognized that she may be able to bring some sort of quality to the series, considering the fact that she is dramatic as hell. So you never know. But then again, we continue in the next one. She says, I am loved in the public and hated on the internet. I feel good. That means the majority love me. I do wonder who she's obviously bumped into in the public and has loved her. But let's not forget though, it is easy to feel loved in the public because usually when people see people in public, some people really get starstruck and they're like, hey, how are you? Oh my God, I can't believe it's you. Take a picture of me. And therefore, some people do generally end up believing that the public does like them when in reality, some people just overly guess because they bumped into someone who's on TV. I mean, listen, we've seen it so many times with people who have bumped into Angela Dean, people who have bumped into Big Ed, people have bumped into anyone that pretty much has always been a villain. But hey ho, maybe she's got this love from other sources that obviously have nothing to do with what I'm saying. But nonetheless though, she continues by saying, oh, my tell-all. I plan on having a lie detector test. Ooh, and on that test, I revealed the truth, including that one point Chidi asked me to take my mom's credit/debit card and more. Yeah, I saw the red flags, but I still, but like I said, I'm here for a purpose. I was looking sick on the way up, my intuition knowing that this was probably going to be ugly, but I was hopeful. I always knew this was going to go really good or really bad. I mean, listen, to be honest, everybody knows that a woman's intuition is something that is very, very powerful because for the most part, it is generally correct. And I do find it quite interesting when women don't actually listen to the intuition and then sit there and want to chat a whole bunch of waffle. Listen, you should have listened to it and that's the bottom line. But hey, she continues here by saying, the rumors you all start and entertain yourself quite pathetic. But you know what though? Just to quickly go back to what she said up here, I've just remembered here, okay? Regarding this lie detector test, obviously, we need to, if I was her personally, I would do a live stream, whether that be on her IG or whether that be on TikTok. I don't know if she's on TikTok. or whatever platform she can do it on, right? Do a live one. Let us see you getting it done live. And also at the same time, also let us know that the person that is doing it is somebody that is obviously a registered person, someone that is trusted. Because if she doesn't like to test without us seeing it and then drops in some screenshots, you know what's going to happen. Some people are going to say, oh, it's rigged, it's fake, it's not real. She just, took a document from elsewhere and changed the name. So if I was her, if she's serious about this lie detector text, make sure it's as legit as possible so nobody can deny anything that comes out of it. Now, with that being said, she continues here by saying, at first I thought that rumors would affect me emotionally, and they shocked me at first, not gonna lie. But I just realized it's making me much more stronger and much more resilient. People have been name calling and harassing our whole lives. It will never change as long as it stands the way it does for now. I'm starting to enjoy life more and feel stronger. Unstoppable. Everything I've been through helped me. I'm spiritually advanced in a much positive way. I can work with this. I'm going to take all of that as a pinch with a pinch of salt. You let me know. She continues by saying, I have a big story to tell, and his story is already told. His scam didn't work with me. His little boost was to be on TV. He's waiting for your friends. Deceiver for life. So there she goes again. Now listen, really and truly, like I said before, I really want to see her do this lie detector test. And I really hope that this test also has some very crucial questions that we all want to know about too. Now with that being said, she continues by saying, did they finally show Chidi saying that he hadn't loved me in 2 years when I walked away? After I left the table and broke up, he said, I haven't loved you in over 2 years. Can you imagine my heartache as I heard that when I walked away? Ouch. He played me till the very end. To be fair, they did not play that. Of course they wouldn't play that. Now, if it is true, of course they wouldn't, because Sharp Entertainment always pick the narrative of who they want to see as the villain and who they want to see as the hero. Well, the antagonist and the protagonist, let's just put it that way. There is no heroes, to be fair, on 90-Day Fiancés. But nonetheless, though, she continues by saying, I bet you never met another like me. Can't figure me out? No. Not until you meet me. I deserve a redemption video after being online bullied by an entire team and a scammer. Oh, she says an entire team. So when she says an entire team, is she saying the producers are a part of this? Like TLC, Sharp Entertainment is a part of this, and that is the team that she's talking about? Or is she saying that Chidi has a team of his own that have been helping him, obviously when it comes to the scammer? But I'm going to go off the whim and say that she's talking about TLC, because she says bullied by an entire team and a scammer. So therefore you're separating the two. So she must be calling out TLC for clearly bullying her as well. Unless you meant people online, the viewers are the team that's bullying her. But let me know how you see that statement itself in particular. But she does continue by saying, okay, we've got it. You got the ratings you were looking for, but we all know you're not just going to drop me like a hot plat. I'm too much of a hot mess and they want more. Interesting. So the fact that she spoke about the fact that you got your rating and you were looking for $1, we all know you're just not going to drop me like that. Oh, so that means maybe she is still in communication with Sharp Entertainment. And if she is, then that means clearly there's a potential she may be back for another season. I would imagine that season would probably be more likely to be the single life, because I don't know who else she come back with. Of course, there is a rumor that she's speaking to another blind man in Nigeria, but I can't see her one. I don't know if that storyline would be worth doing, to be honest, because we've already seen it. It'd be a legit copy and paste. So maybe she'd be better off on a single life, or better off with maybe someone else that she's met from maybe somewhere else that is predominantly, hopefully not Nigeria. Probably, hopefully just not even from an African country. Please save us all. But nonetheless, that we continue where she says here, it's funny I saw myself walking off with a little bag of gifts that he had gave me as he sent me off to my own country. But it didn't show the over 25 gifts that I arrived with and gave to the family. I think it was a dream. Interesting. Okay, so she's saying TLC are really... So that means Sharp Entertainment is definitely the team that she was talking about who was working against her with a scammer, because, boy, she's already made a few hints here that there's certain things that they did not show on the episodes, so therefore everything would look in favor of Chidi rather than her. So given that this is true, then she's got a point if she did bring all these gifts. But nonetheless, though, we continue here where she says, you protect somebody who's behaving like a demon because of a disability and you feel sorry. Oh boy, that's deep. Not deep, but that's crazy. The devil has a lot of disabilities too. Do you feel sorry for him? Oh, damn, that's kind of a bar, you know. Jesus, oh my goodness. The devil has a lot of disabilities. Do you feel sorry for... Hey, boy, I never thought about that before, you know. Damn. Yo, that line is crazy. Yo, and messed up at the same time. But she's got a fair point, though. Just because somebody has a disability doesn't mean that we should feel sorry for him. But at the same time, though, we know that Brian has a disability and nobody feels sorry for him. Well, maybe some people do, but most of us don't. But that's probably because it's easy for us to not feel sorry for Brian because he has made it very easy for us to not feel sorry for him because of the way he behaves. Chidi, on the other hand, I guess for many people, he has behaved in a way where people can say, yeah, I feel like he's a genuine guy. Well, all up until he made the GoFundMe. But since he's made the GoFundMe, a lot of people now who are Team Chidi are now starting to change their mind because they're like, this is a bit ironic. But either way, though, that line is crazy. I appreciate those that could see through the hell smoke enough to see through his demented mess. He's blind. He has no money. To think of everything he did for the last 5 years to try and keep this white woman hooked. Okay. She also continues here. In fact, this is the last comment itself in particular, where she says, you know now that I think about it. I have never been on a vacation where I got to make decisions, or where I will go, or what I will do, or what I wanted. Life felt so scripted. Am I not an actress? Though it would be fun. Sometimes we just roll through life. Trust God. For him I will. He is my guide. I know what's being done is for a reason. It's about bringing people together. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But to be fair, though, she does say about the thing, life can feel so scripted. Maybe that's also throwing a little bit of shade towards Sharp Entertainment as well for scripting things to be in Chidi's favor rather than hers, or rather than in a more balanced way. I mean, listen, I will say this, though. It is a massive flaw that when it comes to the network, Sharp Entertainment always feel to make someone the villain and someone the XYZ, and really and truly should always have a balance where we see the both the good from both parties and also both the bad from both parties. Therefore, we can actually have an opinion without having to side with one person, because that one person has always been, put in a poor light. But this is why I have to play devil's advocate, and this is why when I watch the show and I do reviews, I don't necessarily review on the fact that somebody is portrayed to be the bad one. I review on the consistency of what those people say and how they behave, and anything that they do that is quite contradictory. And as I've said before in another video that I did make regarding the GoFundMe and Chidi, which is, I believe, probably the most recent video, I did express the fact that Chidi has been very inconsistent when it comes to the things that he has said on the show compared to the things that he said online, or at least his sister has anyway, because of course she's the one that obviously types them and uploads them. And obviously when it comes to Renee, she's been consistent with her whole stance since the very beginning. And to be honest with you, when somebody's consistent with their whole stance, then you're in a position where you got to think, cool, I wonder who's really telling the truth now then. But nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts, and we can also talk about it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.